We're taking 3 cheap Porsches on a 1,000-mile road trip from the UK through France, Belgium and Germany, battling through horrendous weather and stopping off for some track laps too.
Joining us is AutoAlex in his 200,000-mile Porsche 911 993, Jack and Ethan from All the Gear in their £1,500 supercharged Porsche 924, and we're in our £5,000 Porsche 911 996 that we pulled out of a scrapyard and rebuilt for as cheap as possible just a few months ago.
You join us the day after our Nürburgring laps on the 3.5-hour journey south to the city of Stuttgart, home of the Porsche factory. We've been given access to film at the museum, and we thought that our 911 should get the chance to drive itself home.
That morning, all was going well for about 20 minutes.
We've just had to pull over to the side because we've got a very strange rotational noise. And Will and I looked at each other and said, "What's that ticking noise?"
And then I hit the brakes and it went and then yes.
Yo. So hopefully it's just something like a stone is stuck in the brake pad or something, because it doesn't, I can't now hear it right now, but we'll pull over at the next services and have a look.
We trusted him too much.
We really did. We said to this car, "We're just going to drive you to Stuttgart." And it said, "I don't think you will."
Concerned that there could be a big issue with our brakes, we pulled over, praying for good news.
Oh my God. Okay.
They are just not in the caliper.
The pin has come out. So there should be a pin in there. So we need to get those pads back in. Surely they're going to sell a Brembo pin around here. We've got 165 miles, so we've probably got all in 320 odd, 330 odd miles to do. And that's just for today. That's not driving it back to England. Let's see what we can do about this now.
The only tools we've got are the torque wrench for the wheels and the bolts, because that's what we were most worried about. This wasn't an issue we were expecting. We should have expected it, because who did the brakes?
Us.
We did the brakes.
Also, we trusted this far too much to not bring the tools. It's like a child. If a child's well behaved, you don't give it a knife and go off and play now. You still keep an eye on it.
Well, I don't want to blame it. I'm shifting blame this way.
But still,
yeah.
You know what's really beautiful? Just a German trading estate at 6 in the morning. It's lovely, really, here.
Luckily for us, the pin was actually still hanging on, but to get it back in, we'd need to take the wheel off, and we didn't have a jack.
Worst case, we go and buy a jack somewhere, or borrow a jack from a passerby in broken German. There's trucks over there. I'm going to go and ask them if they have a jack, because... sorry, mate. I took 0 German at school.
And he wasn't lying, as we soon found out.
Hallo, spreken English? Do you have a car jack? You know, a lifting car up? No? Ah, okay. Ah, okay, yeah.
But it's okay because luckily he said no.
Look, that's it.
Yeah, he said no.
Like this.
Truck drivers don't carry jacks, they just have assistants. So we got to wait for a car owner and ambush a car owner, and then we'll get a jack and we can do it.
Luckily for us, we were on a trading estate, so Edwin quickly found a man in a GTI who we were hoping would understand our issue.
Our car's broken, we just need a jack. Do you have one in the back that we can borrow for 2 minutes? We could be on. This man in the Mark V might help us.
Wait, I have to translate what jack means.
The car when he lifts up.
Ah, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I'd just like to say, if it drops on the floor, we leave it here.
Okay.
New channel, new build. Yeah, so we might back on the road. I think we just won't touch the brakes. It's going to be engine braking from here on out.
Where we're going, we don't need brakes.
What's the worst that could happen?
Before we carry on with our road trip, we want to take a quick moment to say thank you to this week's sponsor, Car Vertical. Every day, hundreds of cars get crashed, and some of them get repaired and put back on the road, effectively erasing that history. With a Car Vertical report, though, you can find out that hidden past.
All you have to do is enter your reg number or your VIN, and Car Vertical will tell you if that car has been crashed, clocked, or stolen.
This is Phil the MX-5, the car that our 996 is going up against in a few weeks, and while it's inevitably going to be slower than us, Alex can rest assured in the fact that it has green ticks for odometer, finance, and damage.
This Mustang has been imported to the UK, and usually when you bring a car over from the US,
you lose loads of history, but with the car vertical report, you can get all of that hidden data. So as you can see, this has got yellow warnings for mileage and damage. And if you scroll down, it's got pictures of the damage which happened in the US. So this has had a nasty side-on smash. And in the UK, you may have had no idea that that even happened, but with a car vertical report, you can find it. And not only that, car vertical also tells you that this car has had a mileage rollback, which you can see on this graph.
If you, like us, are partial to buying a cheap shitbox, a car, a van, or a motorbike, make sure that you run a car vertical report to find out if the price you're paying for it matches its history.
And as a bonus, Car Vertical have offered you guys 20% off when you use code TDC.
Jack returned to the very helpful Mark V GTI owner. We got back on the road to the museum.
We are like 45 minutes out from Porsche.
But first, we're about to go past something very cool. The actual Hockenheim ring is right there. Stop off and do another track day. We're the only car so far to go on track. Ethan and Jack went and slept in their 94 overnight, didn't go on track. Alex, oh, it's my 993, I'm too scared to take it on the track. This thing's done 2 laps. Let's stop off at the Hockenheim ring, smash out a couple of laps against some F1 cars.
Get the brake pads falling out, and away we go.
Look, that's the home screen. That's cool.
Wow! We pushed on ahead to Stuttgart, where once again, Edwin's arse decided to attack me. Oh man! Edwin's fart still hot on my nostrils, I realised that one of our best mods had unfortunately broken.
My door handle, that I was convinced would never break, broke.
Can you also tell the people what you were saying as it happened?
Edwin was having an issue with that door.
Couldn't get out.
And I went to get out of this door and I said, well actually my one is holding up perfectly. I pulled the door handle, it came off, and now it's gone.
So we need to do some engineering when we get back to the Nürburgring, because we can't have 2 doors that don't open from the inside.
Currently we are trapped.
We can look at the Porsche Museum, can't go in right now, unless Ben lets us out.
Yep.
Right, onward. We are 4 minutes from the factory.
Oh, hello, little 991.
What does the back say?
Morning, GTS. Let me just step out.
We've got... Oh, let me just step out. Right, here we go. That's the factory. That's the factory that this car came out of. Porsche Germany said yes to this car being here.
Yep.
They gave us special, right? We're getting special permission.
We're getting permission.
They said you can be a tourist, like everyone else.
I'm expecting red carpet to be rolled out, red rope
Porsche
around
Museum?
it. Well, we were. There's Porsches on sticks and everything.
That's cool.
With that, we arrived at the Porsche Museum.
It's here. It made it against all odds. Parked there next to the only thing that's worth parking in the Porsche Museum as well. Ready?
Yep, we're ready. Also, please do not back in.
Yeah, it did tell us not to back in.
Do not
back
back
it in.
in.
Off we go. Sorry, Porsche.
Before Porsche let us loose in the museum, they gave us private access to one of their workshops, which isn't open to the public.
We have around 700 or 800 cars in our museum collection. An important thing for our museum or for the Porsche Museum, that we're not just having the cars sitting upstairs in the exhibition. Yeah, always important to keep them running. And actually, you will see that later on. Most of the cars, they are registered. They have like license plates. And
they get driven.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool. So, yeah.
Where can we steal off this? Oh, he's got a steering wheel.
It's a bit cleaner than our one.
Yeah.
It's a bit cleaner.
A little bit less fire damage as well.
We'll drop ours by later.
Yeah, the guys can have a look.
I mean, you guys are like in the middle of the process to
We've got Alex's car.
Oh man, I thought he was taking us to the Nürburgring today.
Should we try and buy one of these and make it do like 80 or something? Oh, that's a super early turbo. This is a very early turbo. This is a very cool place.
Tour of the private workshop completed, we headed up to the main museum.
Where do we start?
Where do we start? Hey,
Don't touch me ever again.
They invite us here. Beetle. Oh, that's Longboy. They made a 2+2 911, and then they saw it and went, I don't think we will. Colour's good. That's the only redeeming quality on this car. Look,
I've seen a distant relative of that car.
Yeah.
Very extremely distant.
In name only.
Yeah. We picked TDC, and then we have the pink.
The actual pink pig. At some point, perhaps if the 996 gets a V2, perhaps a livery, perhaps a wide-body turbo LS.
This is all inspiration. If an engine goes bang.
If someone were to redline it until it went bang deliberately, oh no. We just put the 924 on the edge, just try to push it off. See you, mate.
I got the Australian Porsche.
Did you know Porsches were also sold in Australia? Oh, no! I would sell Will for a 964. Let me do a different one because you can't use that on camera. I would sell Ben for a 964. Mega, ultra, mega, mega rare. Light power. Can we build a 964? No, because we can't afford one. Well, well, well. If it isn't our old friend. Oh look, we can finally see which bolts we're missing off of our dash. I'm not joking you when I tell you this. We're actually missing that one right there. I didn't put that one in.
Ours was 5.
Yeah, so 2.5.
It's missing the bolts rattling around in the floor pan.
Also, what did they do with the other half? Surely the bits are around. We could use those for inspiration for our car. Yeah, graphics are on.
Can we get the measurements on the
That would have actually been so much more helpful. Doesn't have wristbands. Weak. If ours could be 1/100th of this, great. This is good. Hello, can I have that, please?
This is like Iron Man. Can you start rearranging it? Just go.
I mean, okay. Just ruined. No, I don't want that one.
I just want to see how long this takes.
Oh, I was just going to say hi. Be back in a bit.
After dropping some wisdom in the gift shop,
That's us, but not.
Toys.
we got back on the road and headed back towards the Nürburgring, as there was another opportunity to take the 996 out on track. But first though, I wanted to make a stop.
Will, what have you noticed?
There's a goddamn Concorde. I like cars, but planes are cool. I think we stop. Have a little stop. Hello, mate. Can we let us in for free?
Plane stop.
So we stopped, and luckily there were things for both of us to do.
A plane. More planes. More planes.
It's just not an M6, is it? It's just got an SC bumper, also not correct wheels, and it's a manual. It's just not an M6, is it? Good try though.
Look at that plane.
Yo, we pulling up in the D cake.
I'll serve you up a hot slice of D cake.
Planes stared at, we headed back over to the Nürburgring. And when we arrived a few hours later, Jack was waiting for us, ready to drop some highly educated, in-depth mechanical knowledge about his 924.
To its credit, it drives lovely on the road.
Oh.
Yeah. Just got some, mechanical issues. They're mostly that it's devouring its own timing belt, just slowly.
Excuse me?
That might have been our fault though.
Don't include me in this.
Why? Why not?
No, I've never.
You built this.
I've never seen this man in my life.
This is a completely new Porsche that I've never seen before.
What do you mean the timing belt is eating itself?
Well, just the teeth are just getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
What?
And it idles rough. I think it's slowly falling out of time.
Is this timing belt?
That's all belt matter.
That's not good.
No, it isn't. No, it's not great.
So you're not coming on the track with us?
No, I would like to. There's this big voice in my head that goes, yes, take it on track. That's a brilliant idea. But then there's this really quiet, tiny voice that says, that's a horrible idea.
That means the trailer spot is taken.
Oh, we can't blow up on track then.
Look at this thing. Did you think it was actually going to survive driving it?
Oh, we're going.
We're going to the track now, let's go.
Give her one from me, boys.
That day it had been dry at the ring, so we were hoping that we'd finally get a chance to take the 911 out on track properly.
However, when we arrived, it was shut. But that turned out to be good, as the Grand Prix track was open instead. Neither of us had ever driven this track before, so we knew we had to take advantage of this opportunity and get some proper laps under the 996's belt.
Before that though, we headed to Misha and the guys at Vulcan Alpha. They had noticed our lack of rear wing blade and wanted to see if they could design something that might help.
Oh, that is cool.
After the 996's rear end had been scanned in, we headed into the office to see the design that they had come up with.
Holy shit. That's quite cool.
That is the bollocks, isn't it?
The most undeserving car for that wing, but also ridiculous.
It just suits the pig look of the car,
genuinely.
doesn't it? Yeah.
It's cool because it's close to 1-to-1, so it's gonna
cool.
make like around 160, 170 kilos.
It's a lot of kilos.
Yeah.
Fair play. That is
amazing
the
work.
bollocks.
That looks so good.
It does look good.
Walking in, I was like, it's just gonna be a wing. Now that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna need that.
It was finally time to get the 996 on track, but just before going out, we noticed something rather worrying in the Porsche's oil filler cap.
We were informed that we were burning a bit of oil, so we thought before we go out, let's top it up. There is a little mayonnaise
Sauce.
Yeah.
There wasn't sauce before. To be fair, this car's only done lots of short journey.
No, it's just on one really big journey.
Big journey.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Let's wash it away.
Just wash it away. Just wash away the pain. Look, what happens, happens.
I think we forget we saw that.
See what?
You just put the oil in, right?
What?
It was clean.
What?
We then arrived at the GP track to Alex and Misha waiting with a challenge.
Top dead centre are here with their 911 and they're going to be going out just after us.
Yes, so your mission, should you choose to accept it, you don't have a choice, is not to let them past.
With the challenge set, we were more than up for it.
That'll give you all the beans you need.
I'm ready to go.
We're off, boys.
Oh, he told me to send it. Oh, this is quite strange already.
Oh, lovely. Oh, a bit of curb as well.
The Cayenne is absolutely flying.
Cayenne's not getting away.
This is cool, Will. We're on the Nürburgring GP track. Formula 1 cars used to go on here. That's just got that wrong as always. That's an interesting spell.
That could be shit.
Look at the Cayenne. That's incredible. What an incredible sight.
Oh shit, they're behind us! No!
Jesus Christ.
There you go, overtaking on the right. No undertaking on the right.
We've got an E30 coming as well.
Oh, that E30 is rather cool. Oh, he's got it deep. Bastard, come back here. It's probably a 316 as well.
Yeah. Edwin then got bored of being behind the Cayenne and decided enough was enough, which went well.
Oh, we've got some brake fade. Oh my God! I'll tell you what, Will, there's a little bit of brake fade.
Is there? My food. It's now one with my pants.
Hey, I think we've done the Cayenne.
We're faster than Misha.
We beat Misha, both in Porsches, on a level playing field.
In his own house.
If that's not worth a subscribe, I mean, what is?
Absolutely.
Will, it's your turn. So I want to save this car for you a bit. Hello.
Hello, baby.
Good drift.
You know, may have outbraked myself just a tad. But it's Will's turn now. Let's see what Will thinks of it. Will, you going on to the Nürburgring GP track in our Porsche that we rebuilt. I don't have a handle to grab. I've trapped my finger between your seat and the centre console. Ow! Will, there's an E46 compact behind us. You cannot let him pass.
While we were smashing our Porsche around the track, Alex was also out in his 993, loving every second of it.
Whoa! Come on, Nigel.
All right.
Handles pretty well. I'm quite impressed with Nigel.
Quite good.
For an old boy. Yeah! Oh, this feels really good. Oh, yeah! Where are the TDC boys? They're behind. That's all right.
Are they? Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, go get Alex. Will is locked in right now. He cannot speak. Have him. Have him. Yes! This is good. Jesus Christ, Will! We're gonna drive this home!
993! Coming to get you!
Oh! Yeah, go on, Will. Go and get it. Give me that 993.
I have to let the 46 go.
Oh, he's off. That was good work, Will. The Pringles are going everywhere. Yes. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yes. Oh, that's lovely, Will. That's gold sector.
That was double.
Yes. Yes. Good start.
I think we cool it down. If you like doing a bit of driving, you like your cars, you have to come here.
Yeah. I know it's a bit of a cliche as well at this point, like Nürburgring. But where else in the world can you just turn up to a track, do a couple laps, and then go to the hotel and have some beers with friends? Like it's
the whole vibe around.
There's no
the area.
Yeah,
you don't get that where you can leave the track and everything around the track is cars.
Yeah, it's just cars.
It's cars.
You know what this is? It's classic cars. Go on, throw it in my son. Yes!
think I'm done.
Oh, I'm happy with that. Road trip conquered. Porsche Museum conquered. Nürburgring conquered. The Porsche 911 lives again. Click here to watch the last video of the Porsche. See you next week.